You may or may not be interested in making your own video games. 3 years ago, I was completely oblivious to the idea that your average Joe could make a video game by themselves. But fast forward to the present, and I'm solo developing a sci-fi FPS, and I post development updates on this very channel. So in this video, I'm going to give you a recap of the past 3 years. So it's COVID, school is online, and I'm spending around 8 hours a day on my laptop just to attend classes and do homework. One day, while scrolling across YouTube, I come across this intriguing series by Brackeys called How to Make a Video Game. Keep in mind, this was only my 3rd year using a laptop, and I didn't know much about programming or game development. In fact, the thing that caught my attention was that I didn't even know you could make a video game in the first place. I immediately downloaded Unity, which seemed to be the app he was using, and followed the entire series, ultimately making the game and showing it off to my family. Following this, I would play around with the project a little bit, but ultimately take a 2-month break. After that, I decided to revisit Unity and make another game. Again, I followed Brackes' tutorials for making an FPS, and mashed up a bunch of other tutorials in the span of 5 days, and released this video. None of the code was original because I still didn't know how to code, and there was no objective in the game. Despite the enemies not being able to attack the player, and the game just being overall small and trash, I was extremely pleased. Obviously, this was a big jump, and I learned little because it was just tutorial code, but I was super happy and fell in love with Unity. Half a year passes and it seems like I've forgotten about both the channel and game development. Behind the scenes though, I'd actually been further improving the previous FPS project. I'd begun to leave tutorials behind and actually use Unity documentation, blogs, and online conversations to develop AI, UI, and a better gun system. This is also where I discovered post-processing, and it's funnily enough one of the most memorable moments in this journey. Up until this point, I'd been using no visual effects to enhance my game. Everything in my game was simply the default out-of-the-box Unity look. After watching, yes, another Brackeys tutorial on post-processing, I was amazed. I remember downloading the package from the package manager and spending 3 whole days playing around and mesmerizing myself with the new look of the game. I also spent a lot of time looking at the before and afters for my game, and also included a couple in the YouTube video that I would upload showing my progress. By the way, talking about YouTube, if you're enjoying this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my recent development series for my sci-fi FPS. Anyway, soon after, I would completely revamp the game's menu system. This was made using, yes, another Brackeys tutorial, and was actually something that I was super proud of because of the insane amount of customization I had done to it. I also showed this off to my family, and boom, I disappeared for another 6 months. Man, I gotta stop doing that. Anyways, I make a great return to YouTube, showing off a project that is almost completely unrecognizable to the previous FPS. This variation started to show signs similar to the current version of my FPS. Everything was made in-engine, and I spent lots of time meticulously making guns. This took weeks to make a full set of weapons, and in all honesty, looking back they actually looked really good for something made in-engine. There were some very obvious problems though. The bloom was absurd, and it hurts my eyes even looking at it now. It was also evident that I was a sucker for graphics, considering that there was nothing to do in these maps. The guns could shoot, but there wasn't anything to shoot, and the maps were small, unoptimized, and just floating in empty space. I've gone to release 2 more videos for this stage in the development of the game, one being focused on in-game UI, a menu system, as well as a pause menu, and the other being a short sneak peek video in which I showed off some more empty and purely visual maps with the same absurd bloom and bright color scheme. Now, sorry to say this, but I disappeared for another 7 months. I would return in a video in which I talked about how my game got deleted. Essentially, a file within the project corrupted, and I went to reset the project to a previous backup. For some reason, all the backups on Time Machine got wiped, and the project was reset to a previous version in which I lost the majority of my progress. Over the past few months, though, I had completely restarted the project. It had now reached a point where it was far better than any other iteration. This video was the beginning of what is currently a 4-video series at the time of this recording, and is constantly expanding as I release new development updates. Each video has worked to improve specific aspects of the game, and I've just begun development on the actual game loop, or MVP, of the game. Also, an honorable mention, I did actually use Unreal Engine for a short while during the development of the current iteration of my game. I was blown away by the graphical fidelity of the engine. The only reason I didn't immediately switch over was because of the amount of time I'd invested in my current project, and because that couldn't be converted over. For that reason, I stayed in Unity, but I would love to switch to Unreal sometime in the future. So yeah, that's where I currently stand in my game development journey. This is not a typical journey, by the way, so don't follow my steps. I have little experience making games outside of making an FPS. I relied on tutorials and fell down the tutorial abyss for a long time, and I almost immediately begun this big project, which is something you shouldn't do. I was blessed to be able to finally get to a point where I'm relatively independent and no longer need tutorials, but it was a long time in the making and I still have a long way to go. So with that said, I'll see you in the next one.